Was there ever an attempt to treat the primary tumor in all of this?
You know, the weird thing is, oh, well, yeah, I guess I skipped that from the beginning because that's what my husband and I were always concentrated on. We were like, can I get a Whipple surgery? Can I, what can we do? And my doctors always said, we are not worried about that tumor. We're worried about your liver. We need to get that under control because um, the metastasis, there was just so much of it that they were like, that tumor's stable, which is so weird
Well, was it
that my
causing?
primary one stayed the same size the whole time I had it, just one of them. And it was the metastasis that was so aggressive. But during my transplant, that was actually one of the reasons why they agreed to do it, was because I didn't have any metastasis outside of my liver, and they planned on removing my pancreas, the entire thing, during the surgery, which they did. So now I'm insulin dependent and diabetic, but I mean, we did what we had to do.
May I? How long ago was the transplant done?
It was in March of this year, 2021.
And if you don't mind me asking, what are they telling you currently about prognosis and next steps? And
It's not great. Yeah, that, it's we kind of kicked the beehive. I think that's what they said, that it could either, hopefully they got it all and it would not come back, or it might come back, with vengeance, and that's what it's done.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So the immunotherapy has begun, and that's the new.
Yeah, that's kind of our last option. But yes, it's risky because, when you have a transplant, you have to be on immunosuppressives for the rest of your life. So they're trying to suppress my immune system, and then this treatment is boosting it. So it's a really delicate balance. And, even normal, healthy, or, when people have their own livers, like, you have to worry about uh, the immune system attacking it with immune therapy. So I'm at a great risk of, liver rejection, but at this point, the risks or the benefits outweigh the risks. So we're giving it a shot. And it's, from what I've read online, it seems like it either doesn't work or it's a miracle drug. So we're really hoping this is my miracle drug.
Um, I'd love to ask you. I mean, these have all been personal questions, but I'd love to ask you a couple of really personal questions, if
Yeah.
you don't mind. I mean, first of all, do you have a family?
Yes. So I have a wonderful family. I got my husband and my dog. We don't have any kids, but we have, my mom lives around here, my stepdad, um, my husband's entire family is right here, my brother. So we've got so much support. And that's really gotten me through everything. They are all amazing.
And I mean, tell me about. I don't know how to ask this question really, but living your life the last few years, where the way this is sort of. I mean, obviously, it's just kind of taken over your life. I mean, I know you
Yeah.
had other plans, other than this. What's that been like, sort of
Um,
finding ways to be yourself?
yeah, I mean, life changing, that's for sure. But I know it sounds so weird, but like, I really do feel grateful in some ways. I mean, I feel like I appreciate life so much more. Like, before I was kind of like, well, I'm young in my career. I gotta, like, work really, really hard at that. We've got time for stuff later. Let's save our money. We'll do vacations later, that kind of stuff. And now we're just do everything now. Like, every opportunity we have to see family, we take it. Every, party we're invited to, we go to. And that COVID made that really tough because I wanted to do everything, just have the most fulfilling years that I could. And then everything shut down. But again, we try to find the blessings in everything because that's what you have to do. Um, so my husband and I were both able to work from home. So we have had so much time together over the last year, like, just we get to hang out all the time. We're best friends, and it's just amazing. So um that's all you can do. We try to find blessings in every single thing, and we both feel like this has changed both of us for the better. And I think we're better people. We think about others more. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but I just feel like every day's a gift. And it also feels like it's brought together like our friends and people that we don't even know do the nicest things for us. They send us like gift cards in the mail and stuff. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it just really restores your, you know, um, faith in humanity, if you will. So, yeah.
Um, do you think about, and this is a very hard question, but you're being so open about
Yeah.
everything.
Ask anything.
Do you think about what will what it will look like for you, for your husband, for your family, when you move beyond possible treatment?
Yeah. It's so hard to think about, but I mean, I know they'll be okay, but I just want to be here.
I want you to be here too, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Um, what would you tell someone? And I feel like you have a really interesting perspective that to share with the community,
Yeah.
being as young as you are, because I think a lot of people that we speak to, a lot of people are diagnosed with NETs in their 60s, or later.
Hmm.
What would you tell someone, particularly a younger person who is looking at a diagnosis, a new diagnosis of this disease, and it just is in
Um,
that stage of being lost?
yeah, well, definitely don't take, a passive role in your healthcare. Be your own advocate 100%, and you won't have any regrets, like, um, don't be afraid to change doctors and like hurt somebody's feelings. So that was my whole thing. I was always kind of like, well, that they're okay. They're fine. And like, no, we need the best. We need to kind of like, it's my life. So if there's a doctor that doesn't have great communication, or they're just not doing everything I think possible they could, then I'm on to researching the next one. And I'm so lucky that I found my oncologist, Dr. Kataya. She's at Mercy. She is so responsive, and she's just explains everything to me bluntly, but she's not trying to hide anything or sugarcoat anything. Um, she's amazing. So I would definitely say that do all of your research, learn everything you can, understand what's going on inside your body. Because I just feel I'm always kind of boggled when I see like on these online support groups when people don't really know anything about their disease, and um, you have to. And then, of course, I would just say, like, don't try to hide it. That was probably the most stressful couple months of my life when I was being diagnosed. We didn't want to tell anyone because we just weren't sure exactly what was going on. It was awful. And then once we finally got it out there, the support poured in, and we just, it took me a while to be able to accept that, because I've always been the one that like makes the dinner for somebody that's sick, or you know what I mean? Being able to accept things and accept that support from other people is everything. So just take as much as you can and love everybody with your whole heart, and just enjoy every minute.
How hard was it to get um, to find the right doctors, to get to the real experts in the field?
Um, it was, you know, there, if you look in the right places, like NetRF has that list. So you not only have to find the specialist though, but like the specialist that's right for you. And so I've got my local oncologist, but then Dr. Lou, he's in Colorado. He's just so amazing. And he seems to have time for all of his patients, which just is crazy to me, because I'm in, the Dr. Lou Facebook group, and there are a lot of people that go to him. And he somehow, when we get on video calls or whatever, he's like, oh, hey, he knows my husband's name. He remembers that we've got a dog named Luna, just things like that I'm like, you're amazing. Like, how do you remember all this with all your patients? And he just really knows his stuff. And so yeah, it's just finding the right one for you, definitely, and trying different options, even if you have to go fly or make a long drive, it's worth it.
Well, Catherine, this has been wonderful. I mean, I think you've given us so much and been so open, and I just
Yeah.
want to say again how much we appreciate it.
Oh yeah, of
Um,
course.
So, okay, well, this honestly, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time,
Yeah, of course.
and it's
Thank
very
you.
nice meeting you.